Something very interesting that I seen, and I just want to share. It's real crazy. Let me see what parts of this video you talking about. Something that I seen on Black Media that I did not think that I would ever really see, but I got to see it, and it was just kind of shocking. What's the parts on this video? I'm gonna show it. How's everybody doing, by the way? Anybody that watches this? But this is just real crazy because this is something I've never thought that I would be seeing on the Black Media station. But let me see if I can put it up here to where I can play it.
She does not hold back. I think she's probably more unfiltered than I am. Jane, when you look at what Jane, I fundamentally believe what's driving all of this is white fear. Republicans are scared to death.
Now check how she gonna start talking to him now.
They scared of conscious white folks, and what they're trying. Go ahead.
Wait a minute. You're using all the wrong terms in the first place.
How she?
I'm waiting on you to go there. Go ahead.
There is no such thing as white people and black people.
And listen to what she's teaching.
Who are different shades of brown.
Listen to what she's teaching us, though.
Use the words white and black. White, the definition of white is pure and unvarnished. Black is the color of savagery and ignorance. Now, as long as you use those two terms, we're going to be at one another's throats. If you ever get around to the point that you can look at me and see that I'm not white. My shirt's white, my hair is white, my skin is not. And I can look at CJ there, and I can see that his hair is black and his skin is not. If we could get over the idea of several different races.
Okay, see now, with this kind of, I got two problems with this right now. For one, I'm just shocked that she's on a Black media show, like checking like, no, you're wrong. Not even open for debate, not even open for discussion, just straight up, you're wrong. What I'm saying is right. And that's clearly like, and I'm not always trying to say, that's clearly like a form. That's what we talk about when we talk about like white supremacy, like the fact that she feels like she has the right or the nerve to even to just what I'm saying is right. Most of the time when you see people on like talk on shows like that, everybody's sitting around giving an opinion. They respectfully disagree with one another. I don't know, that was just crazy. But then my other problem, my other issue is that she's teaching mainly to black people that there is no race. She wants us to be programmed to believe and think that there's no such thing as white and black. Now, and when I first heard her talking about that or discussing that, it just reminded me pretty much of like how the Bible was kind of used to help us keep ourselves trapped and to help keep ourselves enslaved or whatever like that. And it just reminded me of like the same type of concept, because just imagine if because she's not teaching that, she needs to be teaching that over there, not really over here this way, teaching us that there's no skin color, that we need to learn that we're just all one race. And just imagine if we just took that and we just ran with it and just really started doing that. If blacks just started, okay, just like we did like with Christianity, we tried to love our neighbors and you know, be respectful to people and all that. So if we take on what she's saying and just start believing that there is no race, we're one people, but then on the other side, you got the white folks, just like in the slave days, they was teaching us about the Bible, and we was believing the Bible and believing in the Christian ways and practicing the Christian ways and trying to believe in God and serve God. But that's not what they were doing. And I feel like this is like the same thing. Like, so we supposed to not believe that that there's such thing as black and white, while all the time it's the white folks, the ones that are the main ones who made an issue in this country as far as race. So I just didn't really get that. And I'm just really shocked at how she spoke to him, you know, just straight out. He's wrong, but it gets a little bit more like shocking as I continue to watch, because that was the first thing that caught my attention, it was just so happened I just tuned in right there on that part. And so let me see. It was another part on here at 35:50. Let me play that one too.
And he pointed at the one you have to worry about. You have to worry about.
But it's just crazy, like how she talking to like grown people on here, and this is like a democratic like show, and it just that's why I don't say like I'm Republican or Democratic, even though I just believe in like black first because all the time we don't got our
we don't got. Listen how she talking. And you need to realize that Trump is not the problem. Evangelicals are the problem. And I'd like to have that young man, CJ is your name? I'd like to have you come to my guest house in Iowa for about 3 days, and I will help you to restore yourself to sanity.
Watch this with me, y'all. Just watch it with me.
Well, nothing brings me more joy than being lectured by white liberals about how I should approach the issue of race in America.
Now check that out. Now he a grown, just a damn minute, just a damn minute. On a black media show, you're supposed to be on a pro-black show.
But that's the way it is. Stop dealing with a lie and start dealing with the facts. Let's deal with reality here. Let's deal with reality here. And the reality is that I don't have to listen to some young man who has already let me know.
Like I just got an issue with that. And then she even goes on, I'm gonna go up to like I just don't like it. Like when I seen it, I just really did not like it. Cause I'm like, how is she on there like talking like that? Like to them, and he grown like he a grown man, and he look like he educated and like he's smart and stuff like that. But check this the other part of the
watched it at that time. You need to open your eyes, open your ears, and shut your mouth.
Okay, so here's the deal, Jane. So CJ,
even he's shocked. He's like, what? Like
you cannot respond to Jane. We'll let you.
This a grown man though, y'all. Like that's white supremacy, and it's supposed to be
this is the
a democratic.
That has turned so many black people away from the Democrat Party. You think that you can lecture me about how I should react as a black man in America? Is the type of pomposity, the type of ego,
and I agree with him. He actually right.
Makes people despise people.
Like how she talking to him like that? Like she don't got no right to talk to him like that. You can respectfully disagree with somebody. That she actually being very unprofessional and very trashy. Telling somebody shut their damn mouth. You shut your damn mouth. Like, come on now. You shut your damn mouth. You shut your damn mouth.
Who think they can tell people on the right because we're black that they can tell us to shut up and sit down because we espouse beliefs that are different than their own.
And then look at her age. You know she from an era where she. Come on now. And then listen, she telling him he's not talking as a black man. She has the right to tell him what he's supposed to be saying and how he's supposed to think and how he's supposed to feel.
And you are regurgitating what Donald Trump has put into your head. You need wait. He isn't talking like a black man. He is talking like a white man. He is doing the same things that Mr. Trump has been doing for the last 30 years. You are doing the same thing that Donald Trump has been doing.
I just wanted somebody else to watch because I just wanted to say, dude, is it just me or do that not seem?
You need to stop that and start thinking for yourself.
And he is thinking for himself. That's the whole thing. He don't agree with her.
What to do? Like, is that how you operate your daily life? Instructing black people how to think, how to act, they can and cannot say? Because I support a President Trump, that brought about the lowest black unemployment rate.
Now, you know what I say? I don't get all off into the politics or whatever like that. You know, I believe in black first or whatever. You know, I know it's some. We just got to get away from that. Really, like it's some conservatives. Like I'm all about who is pro-black. I believe it's some pro-black conservatives and it's some pro-black Democrats. It's some people that's for the black community on both sides, in whichever party. You know what I'm saying? And it's just certain stuff I don't agree with in both parties. But to me, that's just real strange that she's on supposedly a black media show talking to a black man. Now I understand he's conservative or Republican, I think, or yeah, Republican, conservative, whatever the case may be. But that's still a black man. It seemed like if you was on a black media or black show, you would show some certain respect. Like to me, that's just so unprofessional and just like pretty much like trashy to me for her to be on there at that level, like telling somebody, you shut your damn mouth, you shut your damn mouth to an adult. Like, and then you know she older on top of that, so you know she come from the era where, you know what I mean, you know she got those ways about her and was raised up around that. So to me, that was just another form of white supremacy. And then the other thing that kind of I didn't like is how the panelists thought it was funny and thought it was a joke. That was not funny at all to me. That was not funny at all to me. And I think that really actually looked quite bad. And then the fact that she gonna tell him, "You're not a black man. You're not talking like a black man. You're talking like a white man." Like, what gives you the right to say what somebody values and believes if they're white or if they're black or not? He's it looked like he's an intelligent black man, and he's formed his own opinion on whatever it is that's important to him, or whatever he feel like party is whatever he feels. So he's doing what he think and what he feel, and I just don't think, even though I may not even necessarily agree with, but just the fact that she got the nerve to be on there telling him to shut his damn mouth like that, it's just what really blew my mind on that. Like I just didn't get that. And then it was one other thing that I want to talk about too. Now, one thing that we have to look now when we say support black business, because I say support black business, I try to stay. I've been making actually just now recently started. I've been staying out of the Asian stores, the grocery stores. Even though it's one right down the street, I've been trying to stay out their store and shop at Walmart or shop online or whatever like that. Because I think that all the stores or whatever, we need to basically not shop at those places and let them go out of business so one of us can take it over or whatever. But I don't know, it's probably not enough of us that feel like that to make that happen. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. But at the same token, when we support these black business and stuff, these black business owners got to understand that they have to deliver quality. One thing I noticed, it seemed like we lacking in black businesses. Well, actually, I got to say it's one business. I wish I knew the name of it. It's a mobile mechanic. I'm actually gonna get his name, but excellent. I'm talking about very professional from A to Z. I was like, is this a black-owned business? And he was just like, yeah. And I was just like, I'm so proud of y'all. I'm just so proud of like how professional y'all are. I'm talking about they was on time. Friendly, did everything they said they was going to do, no issues, no problems, even went above the extra mile. It's like, okay, well, let me check this out on card, let me check, no extra cost or nothing like that. I wish I could remember the name of this mechanic, of this mobile mechanic here in Atlanta. I don't know, but we're going to do that another time. I'm going to go down here and find it. But what I'm basically saying is, as black business owners, we have obligation to the community as well. Like we can't just all be like, okay, support my business. We got to understand. We got to have customer service skills too. Like it's ridiculous to me that how I go into some of these black businesses and how some of the attitude of some of the workers is like they don't care and like your money don't count, and then they don't want you to complain about nothing. And you have to get that same type of experience that we would get if we were to go to a Walmart, or if we were to go, or even better, like you can't expect blacks to want to support black business, but black business isn't offering the same quality service or the same customer service as other places. Now, I do understand in mom and pop style, establishments, there's different prices and there's certain things that you got to do. But one thing that you can always do is to make sure that your people know to be friendly. Hey, how you doing? Smile, make eye contact. You know, is how can I help you? Welcome in. Those types of things in the businesses goes a very, very long way. When somebody complains, not don't get an attitude. Believe in what they say. Like I work in a restaurant, and they have a motto. They have two different mottos. One is blast, believe, listen, apologize, satisfy, thank, or either last. They don't have. I actually believe blast is a little bit better because that's the main problem that you have a lot of time in customer service. We don't want to believe our own people, or we don't want to believe people. So, and believe it or not, it's a statistic that 90% of people, when they come and complain to you or give you a customer complaint, 9 times out of 10, it's a legitimate complaint, and it's actually somebody that plans on doing business with you in the future. So they're basically bringing up their concerns to you because in the future, when they're coming back, they don't want to have to deal with the same problem again. It's the people that have a bad experience that leave are the ones that you have to worry about, because those are the ones that just like, screw it, I'm not never going back there again. But the ones that's trying to say, okay, well, this is wrong. And that's what we got to understand. When you're in a business, it's about the way you make money is offering a product, offering something that people want, and then satisfying that need or fulfilling that desire. So when people are coming to you with different complaints and letting you know what they don't like, what they don't appreciate, then those are supposed to be opportunities for you to say, okay, well, this is something in my business that I need to work on, because that's somebody that's going to be giving you some money. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, black business, I think we treat customers like they're expendable, and like you just balling like, oh, I'm a business owner, I don't need your money. You can take your money, and you know what I mean? That's just the wrong type of attitude. I recently went into a barber shop, and the guy told me to come get in a chair, and then I go get in the chair, and then he goes and takes a phone call. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. He gonna be on the phone about, quick phone call or whatever like that. But then I know I'm just sitting there, and it goes change from 5 minutes to 10 minutes. And so then eventually I was like, okay, that's kind of rude, because I work in restaurant, whatever, so customer service. So I'm like, that's kind of rude to me. So I was just gonna go to the guy, ask the barber next to me. I'm like, well, can you just go ahead and line me up, whatever, shape me up, whatever like that. So he was like, yeah, but actually with somebody before me that was already waiting on him. He was gonna take me. I was gonna jump in the box. Like, nah, I can't do that. He was already waiting on him, so I let him go. And so then I was just like, man, I said, see, now that's why we can't support black business. And so then, because I'm like, is you what? I'm hear you on the phone. You say, and so then when he got off the phone, it was funny. He said, now what did you say? And so I'm like, I said, that's why you can't support a black business. I was like, I'm a whole customer over here, and you on the phone. And then he was like, well, if it was somebody in front of you, you would have to wait. But the whole point of the matter was, it wasn't nobody in front of me. Now I could mentally understand that if I'm sitting and I'm waiting in line, that yes, okay, I gotta wait. That just makes sense. So, so that just makes sense. And so then after that, I was like, but you wasn't, he gonna say, well, people don't have right to take a break. I'm like, yeah, but it just seemed like if you told me come get a chair, like you'd be ready to cut my hair, or you at least say something, if you're about to take a 30-minute break or whatever, you just want me to just sit here in this chair for like 30 minutes. And so then after I told him that, he said, "Where your barber?" So my barber actually, went out of business or whatever like that. And so then he was like, "Well, this not gonna work. This not gonna work." And so I'm just like, "Okay, cool." And so what my problem is with that, for one, if I would have been in a white business, even if they were, unless they was just like a complete total racist or whatever like that, if I'd have been in a white business or in some agents, some other businesses or whatever like that. If you got a complaint or whatever, they're going to say, "Oh, even though they may hate your goods, but they know you got money. Oh, I'm sorry about that, sir. Well, what can I do for you, or how can I help you, or what can I do for you now?" So instead of him apologizing or addressing my concerns or whatever, because you know damn well that's rude. I bet you if I was a white person sitting in that damn seat, it would have been no way he would have jumped and got on the phone and making a 15-20 minute phone call while I'm sitting in there in the seat waiting for you to come line me up and shake me up. Come on now. See, we prejudice against our own self and our own community too as well, because we want to treat everybody else like gold and act like their money is better than black people money for some reason. Had I been white, I bet you good and well he would not have did that to me like that. And then not only that, he told me it wasn't gonna work and then put me out his little barber shop or whatever like that. And then just on the way, I told him exactly what I'm telling y'all now. I said we got to step up when it comes to black business. We want black people to support, but we have to give out the same quality experience and have the same type of attitude and understand this is a customer, this is money, this is business. You're supposed to be in here to make money. You're not in here to talk on the phone. Now, if you got to make a quick phone call, whatever, okay, I understand that. We all got to do that, but that was just rude as hell. You know what I mean? That was just rude as hell and disrespectful as hell. It was like I didn't matter, or you know what I mean? Like I don't need your money or you nothing. But these black businesses, we have to, anybody that's working in the business, I just customer service, word of mouth. Do you know that's one of the biggest things that builds your business is word of mouth. Is word of mouth. And I'm also be doing something about, because the other thing that I don't like is how people always want to say that the Bible is the white man's religion, but the white man comes from Europe. And I know we see all the characters and everything in the Bible and this and that as white people, so we want to identify it as the white man's religion. But the Holy Land is where the Bible, and on the continent of Africa and in Mesopotamia, those are the places where the stories of the Bible actually took place, whether people want to realize it or not. So with that being said, I'm gonna be just going through some of the characters from like some of the most popular stories and just stating where they're from and giving some background on where these individuals come from, because that's just another lie for you to believe, because if it was a white man's religion, he would have made it out of Sweden or New Orleans, and he wouldn't be having Cushites and over in Egypt and Mesopotamia and the Niles River. It wouldn't be that. That's all over in the Holy Land where people of color come from, not from out of Europe. Which that's just something else they put their face on, and people accepted it. But yeah. I don't know. Everybody may not believe in Christianity, but for those that do, I just want to let show them how it's not the white man's religion. And some other people, it's just a lie. It's not the white man's religion. Christianity is not the white man's religion, whether you believe or follow it or not. It's definitely not the white man's religion, because Europe ain't even discussed barely nowhere in the Bible. Rome is discussed in there and some other places, but definitely not the religion of the white man. But that's going to be all for now. I hope that if you like what I be saying, just be my opinions. Well, not really my opinions on those are my opinion on that, but the Bible stuff, those are facts, because I'll get scriptures and stuff like that and show you um, exactly where everyone comes from. Like I can give you one now, like Moses. Moses comes off the continent of Africa out of Egypt. But we're just gonna leave it there for right now. Thanks for whoever watches. Please like and subscribe to me. Thank you.